Welcome to the Heart of a Viking. These art lessons are taught by Mrs. Minto from the Cape Henlopen School District in Delaware. I hope you have fun, create imaginative works of art, and make sure you share them with someone because, after all, the visual arts are meant to be seen. Hello, Cape artists, and welcome back to the Heart of a Viking. In our countdown to summer today, we're already on day 3. 3 more school days until summer vacation. How exciting is that? And the first thing that came to my mind when I was trying to think of what we could do that comes in a set of 3 were the primary colors. So in art, we've talked about the color wheel many times. The primary colors are part of the color wheel, and they're kind of like the ones that are in charge. They're sort of like the most important of all of the colors because the primary colors are responsible for mixing together to make all the other colors. Every other color is made from these 3 primary colors. Does anyone already know what all 3 primary colors are? My outfit gives you a clue. That's right, red, yellow, and blue. Those are the 3 primary colors. So today we're going to be learning about the 3 primary colors, what makes them so special, and we're also going to throw in a cool little beach ball activity too. So our art project for today is a beach ball flip book animation. So I'm really excited to share this with you. I hope you enjoy making animations. I know I do too. Flip books are amazing. You can make them anywhere. So join me as we learn about the primary colors. We learn about beach ball flip books. And of course, we're going to have a great time. So let's get flipping. The first beach ball was developed in California, but the records are a little sketchy. It seems that the beach ball was invented in 1938 by Jonathan DeLong. Beach balls became increasingly popular during the 1960s from the series of movies starring Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon. Beach balls come in many different sizes, colors, and styles. However, the most common beach balls contain the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. The primary colors are a set of colors that are used to make a range of other colors. Coincidentally, they cannot be made by mixing other colors together. Have you noticed that where the red and the blue are overlapping, you can see some purple? Where the blue and yellow overlap, you see the green. And where the red and yellow overlap, you notice some orange. That shows us that the primary colors are responsible for making all the other colors. And it's so interesting that they cannot be made by mixing other colors together. Alright, so let's see what we need to begin our beach ball flip book. Alright, Cape artists, so here we need some colored pencils and some markers. Crayons will be okay as well. We'll need some scissors. We'll need something round that we can trace to make our beach ball. We'll need a pencil, a piece of paper, and I forgot to show you, we also need a stapler. Okay, so to get started, we're going to take our piece of paper and put it horizontal in front of you and then fold it in half one time. Kind of looks like you're making a big card for somebody. After you've folded it, you're going to cut straight up the folded line. Then you're going to stack those 2 halves on top of each other and then together fold them in half again. And still while they're together, you're going to cut up the center fold. Okay, now stack those on top. Now there's 4 papers that are stacked on top of each other. And this time you're going to fold it the long way. And then again, cut up the center fold and stack those pieces on top of each other. So now you should have 8 pieces of paper that are all very similar size that you can flip through. If you want to make your book a little smaller, you could fold and cut these again, or you could leave them just as they are. Additionally, you could also get a second piece of paper and fold it the same way, cutting it the whole time as well. But instead of having 8 pages in your book, you'll have 16 because using 2 pieces of paper will double the amount of pages you'll have in your book. I'm going to stick with 8 for this example. Okay, so you want to stack the papers together, make sure they're as evenly stacked as you can, and then you're going to put 1 or 2 little staples on the end here to hold all of those layers of paper together. Excellent. Now go ahead and practice with your thumb, just flipping through. You want each page to kind of stop before the next page flips down. Okay, I think we're ready. So to start drawing a flip book, you have to start on the last page. So go ahead and open your book all the way to the last page. Now take your object that you were tracing to make your beach ball and place it somewhere on your paper and trace it, just like I am. Now let's add some details to make it look more like a beach ball. First, I'm going to start with an oval or a circle somewhere on the beach ball. Then I'm going to put 2 dots that are opposite from each other, and then 2 more dots on each side of those dots, so 6 dots in total. Now these lines that I'm drawing, it's really important that they are a little bit curved, each one of them. If you make them straight, you're going to flatten out your beach ball. Now, as you turn the page, I want you to press the page down so that you can see a little ghost image of your beach ball underneath. See how you can see mine as I press down? Now, you're going to place your circle tracer back on and just move it slightly from where the first one was. So this reminds me of our stop motion animation from the other project where I'm just moving it slightly. Now I'm going to draw the same details that I drew on the first one. I'm making my little oval or circle, I'm making the 6 dots around it, and then I'm going to make my curved lines coming from this beach ball. The only thing that is okay if you change is the location of that first oval or circle, because then you can make it look like the beach ball is also spinning. Okay, so now I'm just going to keep repeating these steps. Turn one page, slightly move my circle tracer from where my beach ball was traced last time, add the details, turn the page, and keep repeating those same steps until I get to the front of my book. Alright, let's take a quick peek at what it looks like when I flip it. There, the beach ball's bouncing away. Oh man! Alright, so now let's add a few other details to each of the pages. So you have a choice here. The beach ball can be the only thing that seems to move when we flip the flip book, or you can add some other things that seem to move as well. The first thing I'm going to add is a horizon line, and I'm going to add that horizon line to every page. Now, the horizon line doesn't change in my story, so the horizon line is just simply going to get traced from one page to the next. And again, I'm going to use my sort of x-ray vision here to see through the paper and just trace that horizon line the same on every page. Alright, then I'll go back to the back, the very last page again, and on this page I'm going to add some waves into the ocean. Now waves can change. They change every second, it seems like, at the real ocean or water. So these ones I don't really need to exactly trace from one page to the next. I just need to add waves to the water on every page. Alright, back to the back again. Now this time I am going to add something else that moves. You know how when you're at the beach you often see an airplane with an advertisement being pulled behind it? I'm going to make one of those planes. So I'm going to make a really simple oval shaped plane in the sky with a little trail leading out behind it that's going to be a sign. And on each page I'm going to move that in a little bit. So I'm going to use my x-ray vision, see where it was last time, and then move it in a little bit further each time. How fun! It looks like my plane is advertising for a company called Happy Hot Dogs. I wonder how many of you would be in line at that restaurant. Alright, let's take a quick peek at the flip book in action. Alright, so let's add some color to our flip books. I'm going to start way in the back again. I'm always going to start from the back and move forward. And I'm going to start with my primary colors. I have them all ready here. I will start with yellow because yellow is the lightest of the 3 colors. So I'll start with yellow. And I'm going to color one spot of my beach ball yellow. And then flip the page, color one spot of this beach ball yellow. And then flip the page and color one spot yellow. You get the point, all the way to the front. Alright, so this time I'm going to switch to my red, and I'm going to skip a space from my yellow spot that I color, leaving a white space, and then color my red space. And then flip the page and color a spot. And I'm going to realize pretty quickly that I forgot to start in the back. I started in the front. And what's happening is the ink is transferring from that first page I just colored onto the next page. So partway through here, I'm going to stop, and see that red spot there? I'm going to stop and flip all the way to the back so that I can make sure that I'm not getting ink from one page to the next. Always a good idea to start in the back and work forward. Alright, and again, repeating those steps one more time, this time using the blue marker. I'm going to make sure that I skip a spot, make sure I leave a white spot, and then color the next space blue. Additionally, while I have this blue marker in my hand, I'm also going to go ahead and trace the water waves because I know I want those to be blue as well. So, hey, while I have the blue marker, I might as well go ahead and trace those too. Alright, so now I'm going to start coloring. So I'm grabbing a blue colored pencil, I'll color in the water, and I'm just going to keep moving forward with all of the coloring that I need from this point forward. I'm switching to colored pencils. You can stick with markers, you can switch to colored pencils too, maybe crayons, whatever you prefer. I just kind of like colored pencils for this next part for myself. And there we have it, Cape artists. There is our primary colors that are front and center, bouncing in that beautiful beach ball through the water. We have a really cool landscape or scene around our beach ball, and we have a flip book in action. You can make as many of these flip books as you want with lots of different subjects. This was just one to get you started and get your creativity started for the day too. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your flip book, share it with somebody, and I'll see you back here next time at the Heart of a Viking. HOB artists, don't forget to hop on over to Artsonia to upload a photograph of your piece of artwork to your art portfolio. I can't wait to see it.